What's up, y'all? It's your boy J Will. So it is day 8th of Youth Program 6. We're here to talk about a long time, like if you're being alone or like if you know, distance yourself from, toxicity or people in general. That means that you don't want to be bothered or you're antisocial. You know what I'm saying? So we're here to talk about, loneliness or being alone or, sometimes that, if you want space, you can have space. Being alone can be good sometimes because do you know how many people like in general like, wish to have a long time and wish they can do the things that they want to do for their lives, to have comfort, to have peace. Do you know, like in general, like being alone can feel good sometimes. Like it can be a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't have to worry about no drama. You don't have to worry about no argument. You don't have to worry about no dispute or no conflict. You don't have to worry about no drama because being alone can feel good sometimes because if you don't have that many friends in your circle, if you don't have that many people in your circle that can like, that you hang with, it's because you cut those people out your life. You remove people out your life. And then sometimes as a human being, as a person, you're doing the right thing, to protect yourself, to protect your mindset. Because, there are people who are jealous, there are people who are envy, there are people that want somebody's happiness, that want somebody's friendship, or want somebody's, companionship when it comes to respect. But sometimes, like, being alone can be good, but sometimes, like, if you always be by yourself, if you always being alone, sometimes, like, in life, you need somebody, or you need a partner, what I'm saying, that can, that you can talk to, or you can like, associate yourself with, or you can hang around with that person as a friend, socialize with that person, in a good way. But sometimes, like, a lot of people just drama, a lot of people just a lot of people just chaos. You know what I'm saying? So, and sometimes people like to start commotion, all this commotion going on. So this is why I just like to this. So this is why I be by myself. You know what I'm saying? I be to myself sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily always be by myself, because sometimes I, go out for a walk and I see people, handling their business or taking care of business, or people out here walking around, get their exercise on. And I socialize with people, and people say hey to me, I say hey back, and hey, how you doing? Start a conversation, talk about what's going on about their day, what's going on about my day. And sometimes that people ask me about how you doing, and you having a good day. I say, yeah, of course, having a great day. I'm having a blessed day. You know what I'm saying? Because there are people in this world having a bad day. You know what I'm saying? People get pissed off, and people get mad and furious, and people be going through some things, especially like if somebody is by themselves, if somebody's being alone, especially if they're going through something. It's okay to check up on somebody. It's okay to check up on them. Hey, how you doing? You okay? You good? You need company. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know what that person is going through. Everybody goes through some things. You know what I'm saying? But as a human being, you don't need to hang with. You don't need to hang with so many people in your circle, because I realized, like, as a person, I don't have that many people in my circle. I have friends that's currently have I have friends that I currently have. You know what I'm saying? So when you have friends that you currently have, you have friends that you currently have to, to hang out or to socialize. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes in life, like if you hang around with so many people, that can that can add more drama to your life. That can add more anxiety in your life. They add more confusion. You know what I'm saying? Because Misery loves company, right? So misery loves company. And then you know how people is, because sometimes misery loves drama. And then sometimes, like as a human being, if you ain't got nothing else better to do with your life, to sit down, to mope and drink and not just hesitate for a partner, or hesitate for a friend, or you go around to start to start trouble, or you go around to start chaos. You're not going to win with that. You're going to lose with the capital L. You're going to lose. So when people are miserable, especially like when it comes to individuals, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to like individuals, I understand that people think they in their mind, I can't be alone. I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be alone. I want to have everybody around me, every single time, sometime a day, every single day, or sometime a day, something like that. But if you have so many people in your circle as friends, people like that going to take advantage. They're going to play you. They're going to like think they cool with you, but they're not. Because some friends cool with you if you got money, if you got material things, what you have. Because sometimes, in this world, people is being cool with somebody if they got money, they got material things, they got things that they have to benefit off of people what they have, what they got going on. Especially if you got something good going on in your life. If you have something, good going on in life, you're working, you get money, you're around people to talk to, then you're not really by yourself. You're not really being alone. Because being alone can be good sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But sometimes like when you have your days of being alone, or being by yourself, you being by yourself to not socialize with people, or you know what I'm saying? Then sometimes like you want to step out, get some fresh air, to like really walk around, to really talk to some people. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes you want that human interaction of that person, because you felt socially awkward, and you feel like you don't have friends, uh, friends, associates, or to people to relate to. And I understand that. I've been through those days. I've been through those days of being alone, or being antisocial, or being by myself, not really have friends. Or sometimes I go out, have a good time, and out to eat, or sometimes I just socialize with a lot of people. But as a person, you got to get out. You got to get out sometimes. You got to get out to like have fun, to like really socialize yourself with people who are positive, who got something going for themselves. Because being a human being of like not having that many friends, it's cool, because like time's going to change. You know what I'm saying? As times go on in life, especially like when you get older, you're not gonna have that many friends. Like especially like the friends that you used to the friends that you used to know like back in the day, or the friends that you have right now, because sometimes things is going to change. You know what I'm saying? Things is going to change. Things not the same, but it's going to change. So being alone can feel good sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes like being alone, like if you're bored, if you're in a dark place of depression of and anxiety, that's not a good feeling. You need to like get up and do something with your life. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just make people lives miserable. Go around, make people life miserable, to start all this trouble for nothing, because you have nothing going on for yourself. That's not the wrong of being by yourself sometimes. You know what I'm saying? If you be by yourself, and if you cool with somebody that you have in your circle, then you need one, two, three, four, five, maybe six, maybe seven. That's it. Not 10, not 12, not 20, not 30, not 40, not 50. That's too many. That's too many people. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather keep my circle small. Keep my circle simple than to have too many people around my circle to form a big circle. You know what I'm saying? So it's about, have some peace and to have alone time. There's nothing wrong about being alone sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You need to have peace. You need to like figure out what you want to do with yourself. You know what I'm saying? But this it's nothing wrong to have friends. If you got friends that you currently have, you can still have friends. You know what I'm saying? You can have friends that can hang out. Or, if you have some self a long time, make some time with that. Just do what you normally do when you be by yourself. When you have some self a long time. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not missing out on nothing. You're not missing out on friendship, relationship, none of that. And I get the part that I get that the part that sometimes with people like we need love. We need love. We need comfort. We need that love, or we need that human interaction. But don't get me wrong. Don't get it twisted. People don't really know what that is, because 9 times out of 10 people are so fake and people so phony, to the point where they would stab you in the back. They would tell you that love is real, but 9 times out of 10 they don't know what it is to be in a relationship, or to have friendship. Now there's different types of friendship. Friendship with benefits, friends with benefits, or friendship to have friends. You know what I'm saying? Because partners, relationships, anything in general. Now everybody's need love. Everybody gonna need love sometime. You know what I'm saying? People need mom, I need love. I need someone to love. You know what I'm saying? So don't get me wrong, it's nothing wrong with that. If you don't want to be if you don't want to be like single, you don't want to be by yourself. People get on these social apps and dating apps, and to hit people up to see what they're doing to to hook up or to have friends around. But until then, it all starts with people, to be around, to have trust, and to have faith, and to have leadership about love and friendship. But until then, it starts with you. So please like, comment, subscribe, and follow your boy J Will. Um, follow my channel, and please share this video to people who want to hear it. And also, it's your boy J Will. I'll be back with my latest new video. But until then, I see you guys next time, and please be careful. Please be safe out there, and also be mindful. So I'll see you guys next time, and thank you.